What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Tuesday. Today we're gonna talk about LTNC. My overnight hold I had on it yesterday. Very small position, really was nothing, but it was still cool. It was whatever. But I did wind up capturing a beautiful dip buy opportunity on LTNC as well. And then hopping back in AABB towards the close with a news catalyst and a beautiful chart pattern in the 5-day, 5-minute chart. We're going to get into all that. But before I do, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market. And I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So, that being said, let's just get right into it. Boom, boom. So first, LTNC. Just like we talked about in yesterday's video, I started to see this bounce. And it's typical, as I'll see in this reverse here, in all these red days, you see when it drops red, gaps up. Red, closes down here, gaps up. Close down here, had a small gap up this morning. Unfortunately, I tried to go for 290,000 shares, and it only executed me 30,000 shares toward the close. Let me show you that one. That one was in this account right here. So 30,000 shares closed. So made $60 profit on that overnight play. If you guys remember, you know, I was minus 90 going into it from yesterday, but I do my P&Ls by the day. So gain 60 here. And now let's get into this one right here. And this one I made 382 on a beautiful dip buy opportunity. This was the account, if you guys watch my previous videos, if you haven't, please go and do so. But this is the account that I got locked out of due to me dipping under the PDT rule. And I just kept trading it, and they locked me out for breaking the PDT rule. But I like the fact that TD Ameritrade has this new rule now that you're allowed to do it, and they'll lift the red flag on you. All you got to do is call them. So called them on Monday. They lift the red flag, so I was able to trade today. Gave me 3-day trades back. I'm still slightly under the PDT rule, but I know I'll get back there at some point. So let's just get into this one. So immediately, this thing just started dropping off big time. So as you can see right here, I tried to capture 200,000 shares. It only executed 168. Now, if you guys watch my videos in the first few months, everything was getting executed like this. It was a hot market. The market's slowing down a little bit, but there's still a lot of good plays out there that you could capitalize on. So I winded up dip buying it here. I was going in with a 100,000 share position, so my goal was 200,000 shares, and I wanted to capture it 100,000 at a time. So when it dipped here and started picking up the first green candle here, I bought 100,000 shares, and then when it started dipping down here, again, I just noticed that in my previous trades, again, it's just researching yourself, collecting your data, understanding the patterns you trade as an individual, and then breaking them down. So I kind of jumped the gun a little bit, but again, I didn't go full position. I only took half my position here, and then it started dipping down, which again, I've watched myself over and over. I've collected enough data to know that these things still do eventually bounce, but sometimes I might jump the gun a little too early on the first green. Then we have red, because typically I want to see 2 green candles to solidify the bounce. So when I seen this, I grabbed 100,000, then it kept going down, and then when it came to this candle, I tried to pick up another 100,000, and it only executed me 68,750. And then it just blew past my order, so at that point I just canceled the rest, and then I sold it into this push here and made a nice 382 profit, which was beautiful. So overall on LTNC, I winded up with a little over $440 profit, which was amazing. A beautiful dip buy opportunity, and I capitalized on it. I'm starting to get back to that comfort level with the dip buy opportunities because my overnight plays aren't as lucrative as they have been over the last few months. They're still working, but I'm not collecting as big of a profit percentage as I was prior. In the last few months, I was collecting anywhere between 6 to 12%, doing it overnight. Now it seems that I'm still getting a gap up, but a very smaller percentage, anywhere between 3 to 5% gap ups. And it's harder to execute and get out due to the fact that there isn't as much volatility and not enough buyers at the market open. As you see in LTNC, the market opens and you just see all red candles going straight down. So it's a lot harder to execute and get out. But again, man, if I could still get out with a 3% profit on just a very low risk over the night play, I'm still gonna take that. Speaking of that, so now let's get into AABB. So after LTNC, I took that beautiful dip, morning panic dip buy to capitalize almost $400 on. I walked away, closed my lab, and was waiting again, having the patience to wait for my overnight to see if anything was happening. I was almost tempted to get back into LTNC, but AABB, this is still on my watch list. I've made a lot of money on AABB. This thing, I'm very familiar with this chart pattern and how it works, and I really, really like it. So if you get into the 5-day, 5-minute chart, you can see this consistent trend: pop, drop, pop, drop, pop, drop, pop, and now it's consolidating, gearing up. So they had some news come out today. Asian Broadband surpasses $1 million in gold-backed cryptocurrency sales in first 2 weeks after launch of prior to marketing campaign. And so that's a good news catalyst, especially on a stock that is on a bounce back. So as you can see, as we've seen this run here, huge run, came down and bounced back. Didn't get as high, but still pretty high. And now it's coming down. So it's kind of almost formulating almost a bullish flag type pattern. Nothing is exact, but it's starting to have its bounce. Pop, pull back, pop. Very similar to the 5-day, 5-minute chart. And so that 5-day, 5-minute chart signaled to me that this thing is going to keep going up. And then especially with the news catalyst that it just came out this morning, that was a good signal. So the market actually closed at 2569. As you can see right here, it's showing my P&L 400 in this account. So I bought 80,000 shares in this account. You're seeing 400 profit for the day there. And you're seeing in this account, I bought 50,000 shares. You're seeing $253 profit there. And then right down here, I bought 25,000 shares in this account, and you're seeing a 150 profit there. So overall, roughly about an $800 profit to close. But that is because you're seeing that P&L because it's already gearing up for the next day. Typically, you don't see this at the close. You'll see this in the morning. But so it closed at 2569, but the bid is already at 26 by 2601. So that's why my P&L is 408, because when I actually took my collected data, I realistically was up about $330 at the close. So that's actually what I booked it under as the day. And then right when I was about to start this video, I was getting everything ready. I realized why now my P&L says 408. All my P&Ls jumped because this one was 160. But it jumped up and it's finishing now for the P&L of the day because the bid is going to stay right here at the 26. So now overall, on the day that added $800 to my day. And so that's going to be $200, so about a $1,200 profit on the day, which is beautiful because I was just, going to take my 331 and that was going to be a little under $800 for the day. So from 800 to 1,200 like that, that's beautiful, man. And because of the news catalyst, and now this thing is already gapping up after hours, no prints going off, but as you can see, it closed here in the 569s, which was nice already. Put me up over $330 profit between the three accounts. But then boom, instantly jumped. And I could see this thing, getting back up close to the 27s tomorrow morning. And if that happens, we are looking beautiful. So yeah, AABB, the news catalyst. Then the chart pattern the steady grind in the 5-day, 5-minute. As you can see here, boom, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's grinding, still grinding up. So now it's reaching that peak, especially closing strong. You could see this. It tried to dip off, but instantly bounced back. And that's where I wound up catching my buys in this dip, in this candle right here, ripping back up. And it's looking beautiful. So all green today, no red trades today. A beautiful day. The market isn't as hot as it was when I was collecting 2, 3, 4 grand a day. But again, man, in proper perspective, the market's starting to slow down a little bit. And in all reality, I mean, this is still really great money to make on a single day, whether you're working a regular job or you're trading. You know, we all go through these lulls in the market where it starts to slow down. And that's just how the market is. And then, you know, towards the end of the year, it's going to pick back up and it's going to start getting hot again. So it's all about staying in the game, surviving, taking smaller size, taking less risk, and, surviving until the market gets hot again, and then hammer it all back in to where we're making some really nice profits. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my analysis. Again, if you made it this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You can't stop Mafia as a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. So LTNC, a beautiful dip buy opportunity this morning. Collected beautiful profit off that. The overnight from the previous day, I didn't get my size I wanted. If I did, I would have got a nice profit, but it's pretty much a break even at a $60 profit. And then AABB with the news catalyst that they had, the 5-day, 5-minute chart, the pattern I seen and the technicals, winded up putting me up another $800 on the day. So finishing off my day with a $1,200 profit is a beautiful thing. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.